Hi everyone, this is Sarah and this is your morning Rantra for how to activate my commitment to self. Are you ready? There's something I want to do. In fact, I really want to do it and I want to experience the feeling of achieving it. If I'm truly honest, sometimes I'm unsure if I can do it or if I've got what it takes to achieve it. And yet, right now, today, in this moment, I am committed. I have taken the decision to commit. And even though in the past there may have been things I haven't achieved, I can now be honest with myself and express that some of these things that I didn't achieve weren't really for me, and I perhaps felt like I didn't have a choice. Whether that feeling of choice or not choice was real or perceived, the fact that I wasn't 100% committed to achieving it, or perhaps I couldn't find clear reasons for me doing it, meant that in some way I was not fully committed. What's more, I can also honestly acknowledge that even though in the past I may have said I was committed to something, the truth is that I may have been just perhaps temporarily fascinated by it. Perhaps on the surface I thought I wanted it, and yet I couldn't access all of my commitment because I was yet to really want it with every element of my being. Perhaps it was something I was just interested to explore and I hadn't yet made the decision that this was something I really wanted. Moreover, I am also willing to acknowledge that any fear of commitment I had in the past may have related to a number of different triggers. Perhaps I wasn't ready to commit fully. Perhaps I was scared of failure, or maybe even I was scared of success and what being successful and achieving the outcome I wanted would have meant in terms of change in my life. Perhaps these fears of commitment presented in my willingness to blame external factors for my lack of completion or realization of my desire. Perhaps I even blamed other people, or maybe I blamed the environment or the situation. Or maybe I just made excuses because I wasn't yet ready. And that's okay. Because now I realize that commitment has nothing to do with external factors or anyone else. Now I know that commitment is about something I choose to do. I trust that when I choose to do something, I can activate all my powers of commitment, dedication, courage, and tenacity to achieve in a determined way whatever outcome I want. Whether it seems as if I'm committing to another person, a job, a business, or setting out to achieve something for myself, I now realize that the only person I'm committing to is me, and that it's my choice. I choose. It's that simple. More importantly, now that I know I'm committing to me, I will take the time to decide and choose precisely what I want to commit to and what I don't want to commit to. I will fully explore what feels good for me, and I will take the time to balance my experience, logic, and intuition to ensure that in the precise moment I'm choosing, I really want to commit to it. Commitment to self means doing what's right for me, even if it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. It's about trusting my feelings, my knowing, and my intuition. And I trust there are no right or wrong decisions in my life. There is merely what I know and feel is appropriate or not appropriate for me. And now I know and trust this as my truth, I'm free to decide. What's more, if something doesn't feel appropriate, I commit to myself and I say no, making that decision and then putting it out of my mind. Even better, when I know with every cell in my body that something is appropriate for me, I can fully commit to doing it. I can trust that I will align my behavior to work towards achieving what I want every day. I can also know that by holding this commitment to myself at the forefront of my mind at all times, I can ensure that even if I encounter barriers or blocks, and I probably will, I can just keep moving forward. I will find another way. I will use my creativity to grow and evolve with courage and the certainty of achieving what I want. And finally, I am willing to share my desires with the world if that feels appropriate, so that I can open up to opportunities and even more support, opening doors to find new solutions that I didn't even know existed. And just by having this frequency of commitment, I can be sure that I'm attracting other people who are just as committed as I am. Because I can trust that what I put out there in the world comes back to me. I am choosing to commit now. I am choosing to take responsibility for my life. I am choosing to be the owner of my created reality. I am ready to acknowledge my infinite power and myself as the creator of my world. This is my morning Rantra, and I am free to commit to myself in any way I choose.